what's going on guys, Nif here, welcome back to another video. About 5 days ago, I have actually re-recorded this. I asked everyone Q&A questions that I'd be answering. So I'm going to start from, all my questions are in a really weird order, so we'll sort by newest first, scroll down to the bottom. So we'll start with Alex on Wheels. Do you prefer the newer YZF-R over the old one? Yes, I do. One for performance, power, top speed, acceleration power, so much better. It also sounds a lot nicer, and the seating position's much nicer with, a perfect dash. It's amazing, but I do prefer the old one in terms of overall looks. The new one does look really, really nice, but the old one is, very much on par with it. Then he said, I did a video on it. Oh, I did a video on it, your favourite parts. Do I miss anything about my old one? I do. I do miss, the sound, the feel, the carbon wraps, all of the really nice looking mods that I had done on it. I do miss them because it was a, mint looking bike. Next we've got Alfie asking when the next meetup. Is it going to be the Bedford one or another one? I'm currently planning a meet for the end of September. It isn't going to be the big Bedford one just yet. I need a bit more planning for that. But the next meetup is going to be about a month away, so stay tuned for details. I'll be releasing them on YouTube like I always do. Then we got Reese asking, what is my dream bike? I've got two choices here. I've got the R1M, looks amazing, or it would be the H2R, just because the horsepower on it is insane. I mean, it looks really weird. It looks funky with this weird metallic look, but I love it at the same time. Next question is, Casey, what bike kit do you wear, especially the helmet, please? I have two helmets. I have an HJC and an Arrow. I don't quite know how to say it. They're both really good helmets. My main one is the HJC, which is the one I used to record with. I also have, I can't remember the brand of the gloves I have. My favourite pair of gloves was Alpine Stars. They were so comfy and perfect. They were the summer riding one. I also have a new Fire Trap leather jacket, which I love wearing. It's just so much nicer and it keeps all the wind out. I have a pair of Alpine Star boots as well, which are very, really comfortable. I like wearing them. I think that's about all it for gear. I do need to get some proper biking trousers rather than riding around in jeans all the time. And then Casey continues to ask, what camera, mic and mount do I use? My mount was off-brand from Amazon for $12.99. My microphone is a Purple Panda lapel microphone. It is amazing, the quality is just perfect. The camera, I have the GoPro Hero 5 Black and the GoPro Hero 7. I alternate between both. You guys really cannot tell the difference. The only thing you will tell the difference with is the megabits per second it comes out of it, which with YouTube's compression you wouldn't even tell the difference. So are you looking at Psycho R6? I said, are you looking to buy biggest CC in the future? I then replied to him, yeah, I've got 8 months till I can upgrade my CC due to age restrictions in the UK. And he replied with, hey, okay, my next question would be, what bike would you be looking to get? And then I said I'll answer it in the Q&A. So my next bike, I think, is either going to be a Ninja 400 or the 2020 R3. Actually, 2021 R3. Going by year. I'm moving through these questions quite fast because I do have quite a lot of questions to go through. I've got about 30. So the next one is from LM Bikes. Any advice for looking to buy a YZF? I'd say go for a 2014 plus. Get the digital dash, the ABS, the new look, what I think is the best look with the grille in the front. I'd say go for a low mileage one. They're definitely out there. Get one with not scratch fairings, full service history, full logbook. 2 keys is better than one. Just these little minute details that really can make the difference. And then he goes on to ask, and did you have a 50cc for your 125? I had 2. I had the Derby GPR 125 2-stroke, which, that was a great bike. I loved it. I mean, it went up to 67 on a 50, and then I seized a piston, but apart from that, it was great. I then processed, as you guys know, to the Yamaha YZF-R125 RE 2018. Which you guys saw how that went. It's a great bike. I definitely recommend it as a starting bike. It is a great point to start. Okay, then we've got Jack, the one we ride with. He said, I know you've already explained this to me, but I'd like the rest of your viewers to know what riding long distance can do to you, especially your hands. So, when I rode 200 miles to go to Blackpool in wind and rain, obviously it was a really uncomfortable experience. I haven't got bar ends at the moment, so my hands feel the brunt of vibration, and because of the wind resistance I was fighting, I was gripping onto the throttle and the other grip as hard as I could, trying to hold the bike upright, and I came off with 2 really bruised hands. They were like covered purple, but they went away within 2 days. It wasn't painful at all, it was just a weird experience. So be careful while you're riding with your hands. Try not to tense the bike too hard, that's what I've learned. The next one is by JP Alfrey. He asked, how did you find your A1 and is it worth it? My A1 was, simple. The instructors made it really enjoyable for me. It was a good experience, and I'd recommend it just because it gets your L plates off, you go on the motorway, you take people on the back, and it dropped my insurance by a bomb. So I'm lucky to be riding a 2019 Yamaha for the price I am. But I definitely think it's worth it. Unless you are turning 19 soon, then I'd just save the money and get your A2. But if you've just turned 17, I'd say it's worth it for the experience, so you are ready for your A2. That's why I did it anyway. Yeah, I'd say get your A1 out of the way. It dropped my insurance by about 400 quid, and it was worth it because the course was less than that. So it kind of cancels each other out. So I've just got to jump over to the next one. The next set of comments. Gonna go sort by the newest and scroll back down. So Alfie then asked, are you going to collab with the DMG boys or the FMG boys? I have no idea who they are, so probably not. Someone asked the opinion of Chinese bikes. Now this is a great topic of conversation at the moment because I am a good believer in the Chinese bike industry at the moment. They are developing so far that they're on par for like ratings for Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki. It's the Lexmo LXR125 SE that is rated just below the GSXR 125 in 125s for 2019. It's just insane that a Chinese bike is up there fighting against the Japs and rated higher than some Japs as a 125 learner bike, and it's just amazing to watch. Seeing this Chinese industry develop and keeping up with Japanese at a lower price as well, so it's definitely worth looking into getting a Chinese bike. And Joe asks, what is the fastest speed you've ever been on a bike and when's the next meetup? So the fastest speed I've ever been was on this 2019 125. I've now hit 90 mile an hour, which is pretty good for a 125 4-stroke. And the next meetup is going to be in about a month, like I said. Some people have apparently had over 95 on a stock YZF-19. But that's still for the testing for me, I haven't pushed it that far yet. Then Alex on Wheel said, if you could have any 125, what would it be? I would go for a brand new 2020 Monster MotoGP YZF. It looks so nice. It just looks perfect. I would not even mind, doing a direct swap right now for a new one. But that's not going to happen. So then Danny S Official, asked, what is my next motorbike goal? I'm definitely going to go for a Yamaha R3. I have to, or the Ninja 400. I just have to have a really nice bike for the next one because I'm going to have it for 2 years. So James then asked, my dream bike is a Ducati Superleggera. What is yours? Superleggera. Okay, I've never heard of that one before, but I'm sure it is a great bike. My dream bike is the R1M, like I said before, or the H2R. And then probably the most interesting question I got asked was by I am lit. Why do I do YouTube? I've thought about this a lot actually. I've been on YouTube for 2 years now, making content for you guys, and it really is a different experience. Being able to do something I love and then do something I love while doing something I love is amazing. I've been making YouTube content since I was like 8 years old, making like shitty Minecraft videos, Roblox. I've gone for Five Nights at Freddy's, Outlast, and now I've actually got a YouTube channel that's working right, and it's really exciting to me that I get to talk to you guys as well as build a community and educate people. I like doing it to help out, and I just feel really involved with making these videos, and I love doing it, so I don't think I can give it up. I don't do it for the money either. Everything I make from YouTube just goes back into the channel, upgrading equipment, so I can make videos better for you guys, because I feel like that's fair. So I've got a few more comments on Discord. So Johnny Boy asked, what was the first motorbike you were on? It was a Derby GPR it was a Derby GPR 50 2-stroke 2012. It was a great bike. In Halid Dread 9, what advice would you give to a rider when in windy weather? If it's too windy, don't bother touching the bike, you're just going to throw it on the floor. But if you have to go out in the wind, I'd recommend avoiding roads with a lot of side winds, staying out of the way of lorries. You know, if you get blown under a lorry in the wind, there's no way you're coming back out from that one. It's just going to be a huge problem. So I'd recommend not riding in windy weather. If you have to, just be careful of the wind and be ready to rebalance yourself at any moment. Just always be on edge about it. What advice would you give a new rider that is on his first ever long journey? So if you're going down dual carriageway, stay in the first lane till you're comfortable. Don't overtake until you feel happy doing it. Just stay in your dominant position. Don't let people, take advantage of you on the road. If you stay in the middle, they're going to know you're serious about riding. Never feel like you're in the way, because you pay your tax. You want a high enough CC, you can sit in the middle of the road all you want. Just be patient with it, get used to riding, and don't get too over yourself and end up hurting yourself more than what you're gaining by going a long distance. So a question I haven't answered is, are you thinking of hosting an event when you reach a milestone? Yes I am. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but my next big milestone is 2k, which we are accelerating towards really fast. So thank you everybody for that. We're just about to hit 1200, which is insane. And then the last question that Master Beef has just asked is, how many idiots have you come across on the road? And hundreds. They are everywhere. Like, if you guys think back to that video of when I was going for a ride to my mate's house to fix his computer, and some guy tried to go on the opposite side of the road to beat a lorry round a roundabout. No problem. I've been pulled out on a van. First time in Blackpool, 4 people pulled out on me, 2 people ran red lights. Then someone nearly hit me yesterday. It's really exciting. They're everywhere. You got to watch out for them. Act like you're invisible 24/7. And Alfie's just added one now. Are you doing it on the bike or no? I'm currently sat at my desk because there's no way I'm remembering all these questions on my motorbike, but there is motorbike footage in the background. So anyway, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you for asking your questions. If you have any questions, do ask in the comments. I will answer them. If you guys don't find my answers sufficient, just post your question again in the bottom. I will explain it in more detail. But thank you all so much for watching. Please do subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.